During this video segment, I will show you how you can design a formational learning experience or a flex for one of your units. So when you log into your Curriculum Track account, if you are a Curriculum Track Lite for TFT, you'll see just the units, whereas if you're a full Curriculum Track user, you could go to the units or through the curriculum maps, either way. So I'm going to go and I want to work with 6th grade science. So when I go to 6th grade science, notice that it has my Deep Hope and my storyline listed here, and I could click on the view videos and images to go along with that if I wanted to. But if I look at my units here, I have 3 of them listed so far. The asterisk signifies that there is a flex for this particular unit. And so if I click on that one, notice that it has 3 fields at the top that are standard for all units in the light version of Curriculum Track. But then below you'll see the flex planning, see the story, live the story, and so forth. Items that you recognize within TFT for formational learning experiences. And if you wanted to edit the content in here, you simply click on Edit All Fields, and you can go ahead and enter information. So what major curriculum circumstances are there? I can type in my content here, and then I can go to the next field and type in my content, and the next field, and so forth, all the way down. And once I have my content entered, I can click Save, and that unit is saved. If I wanted to go to another unit, so let's go to this first unit here on earthquakes. And currently there is not a flex attached to this unit. Notice there's just the 3 fields at the top here. Again, I can edit those 3 fields if I want to. But if I wanted to design a flex for this unit, I click on this checkbox here, click Save, and now notice instead of just these 3 fields, now it has the expanded unit template, which allows me to make a flex to go along with this unit. And again, I showed that earlier, but if you want to then type in your information for those fields, you click Edit All Fields, and you can edit one at a time. I should mention that as well. So if you want to work on just one field, you can click on that, type in your information, click Save, it brings you back, and now if I want to edit the next field, you can work on one field at a time, or you can click Edit All Fields, and you can go ahead and enter your content for each of these fields, and when you get to the bottom, you can go ahead and click Save. So that shows you how you can design a flex for your units. Now, this is assuming, though, a couple of things. So we're going to transition and back up here a bit. This is assuming you already have some of your units added and you know how to use those editors. So I want to spend a little bit of time on that. If you know how to do those things, you could certainly stop the video, but how do these units get added in the first place? There's a link. So again, if you go to the course that you want to work with, there's a link for edit timeframes and units. The timeframes, if you are using the light version of Curriculum Track, will be defined for you as entire year, and you can't add any more of those in. So it's very simple in that case. Just to add in a new unit, you click on Add Unit, and so let's say that it's going to be Wetland Ecosystems. And if you want to put a start time and an end time for the time of the year, so if you want kind of a pacing guide, you can use that. Probably the full version clients of Curriculum Track might do that. If you're using the light version, I probably would just skip over that and you click Save. And then if you want to add another one in, you can add that in, click Save, and so forth. And so now if you go back, look in here, notice that it has the new ones that we added. And again, those new units are very likely not going to be set up for flex, but if you want to design a flex for it, you simply click on this, click Save, and it'll expand it and add those fields in. The other thing that I kind of glossed over was working within the unit itself. So whether it be one that has a flex or doesn't have a flex, it really doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and go to one that does have a flex. And so if I click on edit all fields, or if I want to edit one field at a time, it brings up an editor. So you can type in your content here. This is my content for this particular. And it does have some ability or some items in here. Notice that it has a spell checker built in. So I can click on this, or not click on it, but just put my mouse on it. It gives suggestions and make those changes. If you wanted to, you can bold in here. You could italicize if you want to, underline. If you want to undo any of those, you can go back any number or forward any number. If you want to erase that formatting, you can do that as well. You can put in numbered lists, bulleted lists, special symbols, math symbols, and so forth. So that's how some of the features within the editor itself. You can also create links if you want to. Let's go ahead and click Save. The other thing that you can do is you can add attachments to any of your fields. And that is this icon right here. So let's say, for instance, with the dpope, you want to add an attachment. You can click on this, click Add Attachment, and those attachments, you can choose what field you want it to attach to. You can say what type of attachment it is. Is it going to be an uploaded file where you can browse and go find a file and upload it? Or is it going to be a website link? So in this case, let's say that I want to link to this water link here. You can actually link to files that you have in Google Drive if you want to. And you can just do a page with text if you just want to have a text editor as well. So let's do a website link. I'll give that website a link, a name, click Save. And so now if we go back to my dpope here, notice there's the link that I just created. I can click on it. It opens that link in a new tab, so I can view it, read through it, and so forth. Use it as a resource. But when I click to close it, I'm right back where I started. So this video is a bit of a long one, but hopefully you have an idea on how you can add a flex to any unit, how you can add units, and how you can edit those units and add attachments to those units as well. This now concludes this instructional video.